Dear students, today's session I'm going to explain yesterday re-NEET exam some numericals which was asked yesterday. See here 133 question. Here length of the stem at time 0. They are given time 0 in 20 centimeters. Right? This numerical it's very important. Time 0 the length is the 20 centimeters. Right? The length of the stem at time 0 centimeters. The arithmetic growth, the rate, arithmetic growth rate is equal to how much they given? 30 centimeters per day. How much it will be grow? 30 centimeters. What is the length of the stem? Length of the stem after 7 days, end of seventh day, right? They asked seventh day. How much? That's the question. Here is the arithmetic growth. That's we can say LT. Initial length is the 20 centimeters, right? How much it was there? 20 centimeters was there. At the time, what? 0. In arithmetic growth, R, small r is equal to 30. Okay, how much it's grown? Ma? Arithmetic growth rate 30 times 7 days. Now, formula is LT. Formula is LT is equal to, I'm writing here, LT is equals to L0 plus RT, right? LT is equal to L0 plus RT is the formula. Now LT is equal to what the L0 initially growth is the 20. Initially is the 0, that's 20 plus RT. R has given already 30 centimeters. Okay, and time is the 7 days. Got it? When you applicable this formula, these numericals, LT is equal to 20 plus 37 ja 210. Now it is as a 230, right? 20 plus 210 is equal to 230. Got it? 230 centimeters is the answer. In that answer is the third one is the answer. I hope you clear this one, right? We'll go for the next one, which is the Hardy-Weinberg principle, which was asked in the Hardy-Weinberg principle, right? For that, we'll go for that question, Hardy-Weinberg principle, which was asked yesterday's paper. A population of the diploid organism, is at Hardy-Weinberg principle, right? It means Hardy-Weinberg principle says that occurrence of frequency will be always stable. So that's the reason here is the frequency of allele. They have given frequency of allele capital A, which was they asked which was they given capital A is equal to 0.1, right? Actually, Hardy principle, that binomial expression is the p square plus 2pq plus q square is equal to 1, right? Here is the capital A genotype. They asked the capital A genotype. Right, here is the how much they asked. Capital A is the how much they asked. So here capital A nothing but what it's is equal to P, right? P into P. That's the P square, right? Now P square means A homozygous is equal to 0.1 whole square because of the P square, right? P into P. Now 0.1 into means what whole square is equal to it come as a 0.01. That is the answer. 0.011 is the answer, right? We'll move on to the next numerical. That's the yesterday's Reneat exam paper is the 156 number. 156 number also they ask numerical. We'll go for that. That's if you diploid chromosome, right? Here is the diploid chromosome number of typical angiosperm. Typical angiosperm is the 36 chromosomes. 36 is a diploid, right? Then here is the, this is from the sexual reproduction of flowering plants. Then what would be the chromosome number in endosperm? Endosperm chromosome number they asked. This is also a very direct question, easy question, right? So here for this explanation is, you can give, actually the angiosperms, endosperm is a what no? 3N, right? Triploid. So here, because of this formation by the fusion of one male gamete, one male gamete, right? That one male gamete is the what? In a haploid N, and two polar nuclei. Two polar nuclei, which are the N plus N, right? During fertilization, one male gamete fused with the ova and remaining are the polar nuclei there. Now 3N is equal to, now 3 into 18. 18, 18 threes are 54. Okay, here is the answer is 3N, N plus N. Okay, 36 no, 36 is the angiosperm is diploid. By 2 if you do, it come as a 2 1 the 2, 2 8 ja. 1 is 18, 1 N is 18. How many N's are there? 3 N's are there. Then 34 is the answer. Got it? Next we'll go for the population growth. 161 question. Yesterday's paper. 161 question also they ask the numerical. This is also simple, but you should know the death rate and birth rate. Okay, B minus D. If you catch no, it's equal in this question, then you can easily understand the question and get the answer easily. So here see, consider the population of 10 millions, 10 millions of cells. We have to consider 10 millions of population. Given per capita, that's 1,000 boths. Both rate they given 0. Here I'm writing 0.002 per time, unit time. And the per capita death rate, here is the mortality, here is the natality, right? 0.002 means what? Both rate and death rate is equal, right? We have to find that both rate small b, we called as a small b. Here is a small d. They have again mortality and natality. Population growth rate is the formula is R is equal to B minus D, right? B minus D 0.02 minus 0.02. It could be as a 0. Okay. When R is equal to 0, what will happen? The population remains constant. 0 population growth rate. Am I right? Further, we have integral form is there. N small t is equal to N naught or the N0. Here is the NT time 10 millions. Okay, 10 millions. This is the answer 3 is correct. Why you know? We assume the 100 10 millions of cells. Now birth and death is equal. Then automatically that after cells 10 generation, this is not a matter. After number of 10 generation is the expected number is the 10 millions only. I hope you clear. Thank you for watching. This is the discussion of the yesterday's paper numericals. Thank you.